Deep within the heart of the Luma forest, the world breathed in rhythm with ancient trees and humming rivers. Here lived Silver Shadow, a majestic wolf whose fur caught the moonlight and whose eyes held the wisdom of 1,000 years. Each dawn, he stood atop the great cliff, releasing a howl that echoed not just sound, but golden, magical light. This light was the heartbeat of the forest, keeping the flowers blooming and the fireflies dancing in the twilight. But one evening, as the sun dipped behind the hills, a small, nervous rabbit named Pip approached the guardian. Pip noticed something wrong. The fireflies were losing their luster, falling like gray dust into the cooling shadows. The river's song began to fade into a chilling silence, and the birds sat frozen on branches that felt suddenly brittle. Silver Shadow returned to his cliff, sensing the encroaching darkness. He prepared to release the howl that would save them. He opened his mouth to call the light, but no sound came forth. Only a cold, hollow breath escaped his throat. Panic surged through the wolf's veins. Without his voice, the forest began to decay, leaves turning to ash before they hit the ground. Pip looked up, his voice trembling as he asked the question that broke the silence. "Silver, who are you without your song?" Driven by a need to reclaim his identity, Silver Shadow ventured into the forbidden Mist Valley, where shadows twisted like serpents. From the gloom emerged Obscura, a fox of pure shadow with eyes that burned like cold purple stars. "I have taken your voice," Obscura hissed, "for without your howl, this forest has no heart, and its people have no hope." Silver Shadow felt the weight of defeat, but then a flicker of memory sparked the warmth of the sun and the trust in Pip's eyes. He realized the howl was merely a vessel. The true magic didn't live in his throat, but in the belief they held for each other. He closed his eyes and listened, not for his voice, but for the heartbeat of the land, pulsing beneath the frozen soil. Far away, Pip sat by the dying river, closing his eyes and remembering the light. He believed in his guardian. That belief acted as a bridge. A soft glow began to emanate from the trees, pushing back the darkness of the Mist Valley. Silver Shadow felt the strength return. It wasn't just his power anymore. It was the collective memory of the entire forest. He took a deep breath. This time, when he opened his mouth, a sound more powerful than thunder erupted. The howl shattered Obscura's purple light, sending the shadows reeling back into the void from which they came. With one final, piercing note, the curse was broken. Memories of joy and life returned to the forest in a burst of color. The dark fox vanished into the mist, a mere whisper of a threat that the forest's unity had easily overcome. The Luma forest awoke, brighter and more vibrant than it had ever been, humming with a new kind of magic. Silver Shadow returned to find Pip waiting. They sat together under the moon, silent yet understanding everything. The wolf howled one last time, but he was not alone. The birds, the trees, and the wind joined him in a symphony of belonging. For the guardian knew now that his voice was only as strong as the hearts that believed in the silence.